my name is Jacob Heckerman, and this is Effective Writing in the Workplace. So the benefits of effective writing are as follows: increased credibility, demonstration of intelligence, exemplification of professionalism. It can also show clear and concise communication skills, as well as convey verbal and intellectual productivity levels. It's also very good at demonstrating accountability and to deliver quality work in the workplace, as well as strengthen professional standing and integrity. So a big part of professional writing in the workplace is rhetorical analysis. Basically, rhetoric is the study of how writers and speakers use words to persuade, convince, and influence an audience. But rhetorical analysis is the opposite, where it breaks down the rhetoric of a work and explains how the work is rhetorical through a series of paragraphs and writings. Principles of professional writing: there's only 3 main points to it. It's to be clear. That's to make sure that the information is easy to understand and is suited to the desired audience. Concise information is straight to the point with little confusion. And invisible is the most important, whereas to be transparent as possible with no hidden meanings. This is usually done by avoiding the use of fancy language and incorporating parenthetical definitions for technical jargons, as well as just making sure you don't use personal expression in the workplace writing. So the basic writing process is as follows. You can use these 4 steps to begin your writing in the workplace. The first is pre-writing. This is just the process of brainstorming, coming up with an outline. Drafting is your first draft. It's making a comprehensive version of the essay, while also not paying much mind to the grammatical errors and such, whereas it's just about content. Revising is about changing large chunks of the writing so that it becomes more like fluid and coherent, not really worrying about grammatical errors and such. And then editing is where you reread the paper and then are mainly looking for professional errors for grammatical, spelling, and mechanical errors. Building effective paragraphs can be done in 4 parts. Very simple. Just make the paragraph about a singular idea, state the main idea at the beginning, as well as build upon the main idea in each sentence added, as well as aligning the grammatical subjects, which I'll go into later. But it's usually essentially to all to present the audience with a logical point or portion of the argument ideas that will further strengthen your primary statement. So aligning grammatical subject strategies is usually just to keep subjects consistent by minimizing targets or loosely connected evidence. Chaining together sentences will also help, because it will help by constructing the paragraph in a way that there's sentences to build on each other. And allowing foreshadowing events within your writing, to me, that'll help maintain interest and natural flow of the writing. This can be done by keeping your paragraph consistent with what you were trying to convey to the audience, and continue to further your critical idea in logical, clear order. In order to compel your audience, which is another key part of writing in the workplace, is to keep the audience's attention all the way through your writing. It can be tricky, but it can be done with your sentencing and paraphrasing and just the general information you use and how you convey it. You can also do this by building and guiding the audience through your ideas with the paper, just by using organization tools and keeping it clear and concise and just keeping with the grammatical. You can also build curiosity and interest through the paper as well by compelling an audience. So for my personal essential writing tips are to be timely. That's basically just don't procrastinate out and start as soon as you get it. You need to stay organized, as well as keep a consistent tone in the same tense as well. Just keep it from being confusing to the reader. You can keep the paper tidy from the beginning as well. This will help from any formatting errors after the fact in case you miss them. So it just goes a long way if you set it up beforehand, as well as to revise and edit the paper. It's just a very important step in order to keep it professional.